What's up everybody? Welcome back to One More Guitar. Thanks for checking out the video. My name is Kyle and today we're going to check out a fuzz pedal I picked up recently. We're going to take a look at the MXR Classic 108 Mini Fuzz. So I think this pedal's been out for a little while, but it's new to me and I figured I'd make a video about it because I got a guitar channel and that's what we do around here, right? So today I'm going to play out of this amp here that my buddy actually built. So I'm pretty stoked. This is the first video I've used this in, so I'm going to check this out with the fuzz pedal and I'm happy to do that. Wow, I didn't realize I was so blue today. Oh well, what are you going to do? Go change clothes before you make a video? I don't think so. Let's get going. The Classic 108 is MXR's take on a fuzz face, and as the name implies, they use the same BC108 silicon transistor that some of the classic fuzz faces used, post-germanium. So this is their take on vintage fuzz tone. This is the mini version of the pedal, but MXR does actually make a full-size version, but the controls look to be the same to me. There's not a lot of controls on this pedal. You've got an output and a fuzz knob, and they pretty much do what you expect them to. The output raises the volume level and the fuzz gives you more fuzz. The only other control you have on here is a switch to turn the buffer on and off. According to MXR, this is to eliminate high frequency suck and oscillation that can be caused by wah pedals. So we'll definitely test that out in this video. But other than that, it's a pretty typical pedal. Metal housing, 9 volts, no battery, jacks are on the sides. The way I like to run a fuzz pedal is to turn the fuzz control almost all the way up, and then I use the output to set the volume when I've got my guitar's volume all the way turned up. And then for the rest of the time, I just use the volume on the guitar to turn it down, and when you roll it off, you start losing some of that gain. So it's pretty cool. You can roll it down, get it cleaned up, kind of put it in the middle and get a nice, kind of crunchy drive sound, and then turn it all the way up and get a fuzz sound. So that's what I'm going to do right now. We're going to do this with 2 guitars. We'll use a Stratocaster, and then I'll find a guitar with humbuckers, and we'll try it out. So here's my clean tone. All right, and turn the fuzz on. Alright, you can see that's really loud. That's because I've got the guitar turned all the way up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to roll it off and play around, and you can see how it kind of cleans up and it still gives it a little bit of compression and a little bit of drive at the lower volumes, and as you turn it up you get more and more gain. So let's check it out. So it really cleans up well. When you turn the fuzz up, I mean, that's really only good for lead stuff. You start putting it in chords, it just gets super muddy, right? But you turn it down just a little bit, and it's a great crunch tone. Let's try that one more time. Alright, I grabbed a guitar with humbuckers. This is an Epiphone ES335. Let's hear what it sounds like clean. And with some fuzz. Alright, I've swapped back to the Strat. The last thing I want to do today is check out the buffer switch. So let's hear what it sounds like turned off, and then I'll turn it on and see what kind of a difference it makes. Here it is, full volume, no buffer switch. Alright, and buffer switch. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it in the playback or not, but it's definitely made a difference in the room. It seems like it took some of the bass end out, or maybe it just made the signal a little bit stronger. It seems a lot punchier now. I'm not exactly sure what it did there, but it sounds pretty good. I kind of like the way they both sound. This is a little bit cleaner sounding though. Like it sounds more like a distortion to me than it does a fuzz with this on. All right, let's give it the fuzz test. And with the buffer off. Yeah, the buffer switch seems to take some of the hairiness off of it. I like the way they both sound. I think I'll find a use for both of those actually, because the buffer switch, when you roll the volume off, that gets a lot better, cleaner sound. So pretty cool. And let's try one more thing. This buffer switch was actually added to this pedal so you could use it with a wah. So let's hear what it sounds like with a wah, with and without the buffer switch. Okay, no buffer switch. All right, with the buffer switch. Alright, so that definitely makes a difference. So if you're going to use a wah pedal, that's a great feature on this one. Adds a buffer to it so the wah sounds a lot better. Alright, pretty cool. Alright, let me give you my thoughts on the MXR Classic 108 Mini Fuzz. I think this is a great sounding pedal and I had a whole lot of fun playing it. When you've got the buffer turned off, it sounds like a silicone fuzz face. You get those vintage fuzz tones that we all know and love. And when you turn the buffer on, you might lose a little bit of fuzz, but you gain some clarity and some punch. So I think both sounds are usable. And I think that the buffer switch is crucial if you're using a wah pedal. Without it, it doesn't sound very good. So I think that's a really cool feature that they added there. So I appreciate you coming and hanging out today. Thanks for watching the video. If you're in the market for a fuzz pedal, this is a fun one. And if you don't have a fuzz pedal, go get one. You need one. It's a lot of fun. All right, until next time, take it easy and keep playing.